Hi, my name is Dan. Welcome to my channel, Tech Tips for Online ESL Teachers. Today I'd like to show you around the new Payslip portal on the Magic Years website. They're just releasing it, modifying it this month, and they've moved some things around, and the layout and the form of it is a little bit different than usual. They've also hidden the daily class list that shows your payment and the times according to your time zone. So I'd like to show you around a little bit because some of the teachers this month are a little concerned that maybe their payslips weren't 100% correct. So I just like to show you what I learned from snooping around the website. Just finishing up my walk here in Loja, Ecuador. So I'll be heading back to the office to record this video for you and show you around the website. So look forward to sharing that with you in just the next few minutes. All right, let's get into it. So as I mentioned, we're going to look at the portal, the Payslip portal that Magic Years has come out with this month in June. In just a couple of days, they'll be rolling out the paychecks. So I just wanted to give you a little overview of the information and where information may have gone that you're used to seeing. I know I was a little put off when I first looked at it because some information that was pretty visible from the main page is now not there. So I'm here on my Magic Years portal with the bookings page, and we'll just click on Payslip, and you can see all of your historical payments. And of course the top one here is marked as generating. We'll go ahead and head over here to the details, and we'll just get a quick overview. I'm going to go ahead and collapse this to begin with so that you can see kind of the base part of the payslip. You can see your total is going to be up here. So this is kind of important to remember that this view is going to show you your total up here at the top. So if you're inside this expanded version and you see this number, the 1010, it may not include other categories that you might qualify for. So this is what shows on my payslip. I show adjustment, I show class payment. I'm assuming that as we go back to other paychecks where there were no adjustments, we probably would not see that. As you can see here this month, I don't have anything but class payment. So this is actually kind of a nice improvement in the sense that it's only going to show you categories or information relevant to your paycheck. So if you have other payment streams from Magic Years, such as referrals and so forth, then your payslip would look slightly different. So just remember that there might be more than one category. In this case, from April 2021, I only have class payment. But on my current paycheck, if we go back into this one for June, you'll see that I have past class payment plus an adjustment. So in my case, the $2 adjustment on my payslip was a way for Magic Years to fix a problem where a system glitch threw me out of a classroom and marked me as a no-show, penalizing me $20. But they took that away and restored payment for that class, as well as the $2 standby bonus. So that's one category. Then the other is the class payment. So this would be all about classes you taught, whether it be standbys or booked classes. So in this case, I've finished 97 classes. I had one no-show. Of course, here's my standby bonuses and also attendance bonus and peak time bonuses, which typically apply to booked classes, whereas the standby income would apply to standby. Now the other thing I wanted to show you was that in the previous pay slip outlines, down at the bottom of the page, there would be a list of all your classes, and you could page through. I think there was like 20 classes per page, and you could kind of see a breakdown of every class you taught, the time you entered, the time you exited, and the money based on class. When I first looked at this, I thought to myself, they took it away. Why did they take that away? You know, that's so critical. And just before I sent some hate mail to them, I realized that my cursor actually becomes a link when you hover over the line items. Most of these line items are a link. For whatever reason, this one isn't. But every other line item on here is a link. So when you click on it, it opens up Detail Main Course, and this is where they now have hidden the courses. You may have noticed before that the list was 20 classes per page. This has now been reduced to just 10 classes per page in this little window, of which you can only view 5 at a time. So it's a little pain to actually look at, but all the information is there, and you just tab through these additional pages to view your classes for that month. What if you want to verify your payslip? Well, the first thing you can do is just look at your total number, 104 items, and what that's going to tell you is the number of classes that you actually taught that month. So that can be very helpful just to make sure that there's an entry or a payment for every class that you think you taught. So you can look at your bookings page or verify notes that you've taken as far as what classes you taught that month and just see if those jive. The only other issue would be is whether these payments are correct. You could just go through each of these 10 pages. I can just see that I'm getting $10 for 10, so 10 times 10, 100 on this page. Page 2, check again. Oh, I got a couple of 5s. So just depending on your payment, you'll find that these numbers will probably repeat quite a bit, and it won't be too hard to go ahead and just add it up. But what if you do want to have a historical record of these classes, for example, on a spreadsheet? There's actually a slick little way to just get this information into a spreadsheet. It doesn't take all that long, and the technique is basically just copy and paste, so to speak. Okay, here on the Magic Years website from the Payslip page, we'll go ahead and enter my payslip for the month of June. We'll go ahead and click on one of the line items, and we'll open up Detail Main Course. It's just a matter of selecting just above this first line of text so that you're getting this line of text highlighting, and then just dragging your mouse down to the bottom until you've got this last line highlighted. And you can kind of see the color differentiation here, showing that I have the whole page selected. Then you can just do a right click and copy, and then you can use your choice of spreadsheet. It could be Numbers on the Apple platform, Excel in Windows, or I like to use Google Drive and their spreadsheet called Sheets. So you just open up Google Drive, click the plus button or New, and then look for your Google Sheets shortcut, and that will open up a blank spreadsheet for you. And from here you can just click in the first box up at the top, press Ctrl V on your keyboard to paste the first page of classes in your spreadsheet. And as you can see, the data comes in very nicely, everything separated into columns and rows. Then you would just go back to the same platform, click page 2. Again, make sure you scroll to the top, select, right click, copy, return, go to the next row here, Control V, and paste it in. So you can clean this up a little bit if you'd like. You can delete blank rows, you can type in information, date, amount, class type. I think this is deductions, and finally bonuses. It's as simple as that. You can just imagine that after going through and pasting from each of those pages, you could then use the spreadsheet functions to go ahead and sum the total just by typing equal sum, open parentheses, select the rows that you want summed, and then close parentheses, enter. So the function is here, equals sum, parentheses, the range, close parentheses, and you can see that the total for my first 2 pages is 195. So I hope that helps you to see how you might be able to use and extract information from your payslip. So I hope that helps, that the information is here, it is available. You can cross-reference it with your bookings page to double check your paycheck. I'm assuming that at the end of the month there'll also be the ability to access your invoice here once the paychecks are released. So that's likely the page where we'll be able to download and assign our paychecks. So what's really cool about this is in the previous system, this detail was not available after your paycheck was completed. It was only available up until the time you signed a paycheck. But now, if you click on detail for your previous paychecks, you will see that that same link is available, and you'll be able to go back. So historically speaking, this new system actually provides more detail than the previous system did. But another nice thing too as well on this payslip is that you do have copies of all of your invoices right here on the page. Well, this is my first post on my new channel, Tech Tips for Online ESL Teachers. Thanks so much for staying to the end of this video. My hope is that this channel will help teachers on Magic Years as well as others online teachers to develop the skills needed to be an awesome online ESL teacher. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that you'll get more information about my videos as they're released. Thanks so much. Bye. My name's Dan with Tech Tips. My name is Dan with ESL Tech Tips for Online Teachers. Hi, I'm Dan with Tech Tips Online Tech Tips for ESL Online Teachers.
Tech Tips for Online ESL Teachers.
My channel, Tech Tips for ESL Online Teachers. It's great. I wish I knew the name of my channel. Okay, one more time.
We need a new catchphrase.